Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome right back to the channel. Before we get started, we're talking about the NFL, what happened on Sunday, great Sunday, and what happened Thursday night. And before we get into the Sunday games coming up this Sunday, my name is Isaiah Austin. Y'all know me. Okay, welcome back to this channel. It's the IDA Kings video production channel. Okay, and if you like the channel, please subscribe. If you like the videos, comment, share, um, like the videos, right? Like the videos. And if you want to know when I post and upload new videos, please hit that bell notification. Okay, that tells you everything you need to know in terms of letting you know when I post and upload a new video. Um, but let's get started, man. It started the week 11, the last Madrid games. The last out of the country games, out of the United States games came back with Madrid. That was the last game, and that was a good one. Great game. All the games were great during the series out the country. The Dolphins versus the Commanders were great. Defensively was great. That fourth quarter was wild. Okay, um, we thought that the Commanders were going to win after the Dolphins went for it when they should have kicked the field goal to be up by 3. We thought the Commanders would win. They got big gangs, big stretches, and then the Commanders missed a game-winning field goal. The Commanders also, Mariota he was great all game, was fantastic all game. And he made one big mistake in the game that cost them the win. And I was throwing that interception that led the Dolphins to get 3 points. But the defense from start to finish for most of the game was amazing. Both defenses were great. Shout out to those defenses. A big game that happened, Steelers versus Bengals. The Steelers ended up getting a big win, 34-12. Jamar Chase did something horrendous, nasty, and foul. DJ Metcalf said that Jamar Chase spitted on him, and Jamar Chase said he didn't do that. Video evidence confirms, and I seen it, shows that he not only spit on him, he looked at dead in his face and spitted on him. It was nasty work. Even Coach Tom sat there for the Steelers and said, "Listen, you do what's best. You don't." He basically said, and I'm going to say it verbatim. He said, "I can't. I can't." He basically can't give advice or give anything. Give any talking about what you should do when someone spits in your face, right? And he basically said, which he did say this, do what comes natural. And to be honest, what comes natural to most people is you gotta do a lot of wild things to them, because it's disgusting, it's assault, it's foul. I don't care if you're a man or woman, you don't spit on nobody. Whoever you spit on, if you a man or woman, you spit on another man or woman, whatever they do to you after that, that's on you. That's on them. And I don't care if it's a man hitting a woman. If a woman or a man spits on you as a man, knock them clean the out. Knock them clean the F out. Knock them clean the F out. If you know what I'm saying. Clean the F out. Okay? Okay? Clean. Real clean. Okay? Real clean. Easy. Okay? I don't care. Whatever you do after that to that person, man, they deserve it at that point. It's disgusting. But the Steelers got a big win. It was close at first, competitive, but the Steelers ended up getting great defenses, great sacks, forcing big-time turnovers against the Bengals. The Bengals are in trouble a little bit. I heard that, Joe Burrow could come back soon, but he can't save the defense, so they're going to be in trouble for sure. The Jaguars was in a big shocker, blew out the Chargers 35-6. Dominated the Chargers after blowing a big lead against the Texans. They came back and dominated them Chargers. Unbelievable. The Bills, Josh Allen did some magical stuff. He had 3 touchdown passes, I think 3 rushing touchdowns as well. And let me tell you something, that list is Otto Graham, legendary quarterback for the Browns historically. And that's it. They're the only 2 players who've ever done that. Okay? Only 2. And that's just historical rarefied air, Hall of Fame stuff. The Buccaneers scored 32, but they gave up 44. Man, Josh Allen carried that team, did a lot of fantastic things for that team in that game. The Bears had a big win against the Vikings. The Vikings almost won that game. The Bears ended up coming back and getting the game-winning field goal down the stretch, man. 19-17, unbelievable. The Texans got a big win that they needed against the Titans, and a real close one. real close one, shocking close, 16-13. The Panthers were down in this game too, though. This was another shocker. The Falcons were up in this game for a majority of the game. It was really high. Penix got hurt. I think he's out for the rest of the season. And after that injury, he was on fire, by the way. After that injury, the Panthers came back and then winning in final overtime by 3 points. Bryce Young was magical, was flat out amazing in that game, along with the team on offense. Did some great things coming back. The Packers had a big win against the Giants by 7. The Giants were really holding in there, competitive, really getting in there. The Seahawks and the Rams. This was one of them special games. Both teams were fighting hard defensively, big time turnovers. The Rams forced the Seahawks into like 4 or 5 interceptions. Sam Darnold was struggling against them Rams like he did in that playoff game. Okay, when he was on the Vikings, and they almost won the game. The Rams ended up getting a game-winning field goal at the end, ended up winning 21-19. Okay, the 49ers ended up winning against the Cardinals 41-22. This game, though, I want to talk about real quick. The Browns and Ravens. Now Gabriel got hurt. Concussion. He won't be in for this game because of the concussion. Shedeur is going to start against the Raiders, right? So here's the crazy part about it. Shedeur had his struggles. He had some good flashes, but he struggled a little bit in the game. There was a lot of drops in that game, at least 4 that I seen. At least 4. And then another thing that happened was they were giving up sacks. They were giving up pressures. Things of that nature. The Ravens did do a lot of things defensively to give up some pressures and stuff like that. The offense was struggling, by the way. Shout out to the Ravens defense hanging in there. Because the Ravens offense was struggling at first. I'm not even going to lie. They were struggling the whole game. But something that was way worse, right? Coach Stefanski confirmed that Shedeur didn't practice or get reps with the first team until this game right here. Let me tell you what that means. That means he didn't practice with the first team, get first team reps as a backup. He officially became a backup after Joe Flacco got traded. That is malpractice from any coaching staff or any head coach. That doesn't happen. It's rare that ever happens. I'll tell you, John Elway, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, any legendary quarterback you think of, their backups were getting first team reps, even if it was a few of them. There's no way that that's acceptable. And Coach Stefanski is probably going to get fired by the end of the year at the very minimum. That is unacceptable. That is not okay. I don't know. I heard things I heard a lot of things about Stefanski not liking him. I don't know. I don't know what's true and what's not true. But that is malpractice at its highest level. There is no way. And the Browns are a cesspool mess. They need to fire. I don't know if Shedeur is going to be the quarterback or Dylan Gabriel. I don't know. But that Browns team is not good, man. They are, and I'm from Ohio, man. It is unacceptable. It really is unacceptable, man. Unacceptable. Bad. And I'm shocked by him. I'm shocked by him doing that. So it was shocking. But the Ravens ended up getting a big win, 23-16. And they found a way to get a dub. The Browns defense, man, has been competing, fighting, playing one of the best defenses. Myles Garrett is doing legendary stuff like he always does. And it's just wasted away in Cleveland, man. So Cleveland got to get better ASAP. Denver did a great job of getting a big clutch win against the Chiefs, 22-19 in a game-winning field goal. Okay, and that was a great game by both teams, man, defensively especially, man. It was some great clutch performances, great clutch stuff. So shout out to the Broncos. The Chiefs are in trouble. The Chiefs are not going to win the division. I know that's a spoiler, but they're not going to win the division. They got to make it to the playoffs. I don't even know if they're going to beat the Colts, which the way the Chiefs are inconsistent right now, I wouldn't expect the Colts to lose, but anything can happen, right? And I think the Chiefs could get a win, but if they go 5-6, they're definitely in trouble if they go 5-6 because they still got to play the Chargers and they got to play Denver one more time. So that's going to be tough. And the Texans, they got to play the Texans again as well. Sunday night, the Eagles end up getting a big win against the Lions, 16-9 defensively, man. Them Eagles are great. They were great through most of the year. And then keeping the offense afloat. They had their struggles still a little bit, but the defense is keeping them afloat. The Lions, offensively looked bad overall. There was a big PI penalty that um, I think it was against the Lions. They shouldn't have called it. It was bad. It was piss poor. Um, I think they were missing calls in that game too, and the Lions had some unfavorable calls and didn't get as many whistles that should have been called for them. I will be honest watching that game, but the Eagles ended up getting a win. The coach Dan Campbell calling the plays against the Eagles defense was a little rough. It was tough. The defense did make it hard for the Lions. So we'll see how it goes from there. The Cowboys ended up getting a big blowout win against the Raiders. It was 33-16 dominance. You know, both the receivers Pickens and Lamb didn't play the first series. I'm not sure why exactly, but that was crazy. It was shocking, but they ended up still getting a big win. Now going into Thursday, man, going to Week 12, this is special stuff. The Texans did something that was shocking. They sacked Josh Allen 8 times. They knocked him out of the game at first, and then he came back. They ended up winning 23-19. The Bills tried to come back, but they couldn't do it. The Texans are on a rise right now. They're on a rise, man. They're on a big rise. They're ready to go. I'm pretty excited to watch them play. The Bills are in trouble, though. They got to be careful. One, they're most likely probably going to lose the division against. They're probably going to lose that division against the Patriots, most likely. Okay, most likely that's going to happen. So obviously they can still make the playoffs. Clearly, I think they will, but they got to get better. They got to get better if they want to win a championship in the NFL. Obviously, right when. Let alone get out. They gotta get out the AFC East. If they want to get out, if they want to get out the AFC overall to get to the Super Bowl, they gotta be better. And the last few weeks they've shown it's a little rough for them. But going into Sunday, man, the Colts play the Chiefs. This is a big one for the Chiefs. The Colts, they're probably gonna win the division whether they win this game or not. But they trying to get the number 1 overall seed to get that bye. That's a big win for them too. But this Chiefs game is mandatory for them. If they go 5-6. They got the Texans. They got Denver. They got the Chargers. They still got the Cowboys on that schedule. And the Cowboys, man, they sneaky. They need a lot of things to go their way. But, I think they're 4-5-1 right now, if I'm not mistaken. So, again, the Chiefs need this. This schedule don't get easier. They need a win like this. If they don't, they're going to be in big trouble. They'll be in big trouble with the Chiefs. The Steelers are 6-4. They need a win to stay ahead of the Ravens. Okay, the Ravens are right on their tail, and the Bears are 7-3. They're trying to win the NFC North and try to get a one seed overall. That's what they're fighting for. This is going to be a big game at 1 p.m. Another big game: Patriots versus the Bengals. Obviously, the Bengals are 3-7, trying to get Joe Burrow back so they can go on a win streak, go 10-7. And then the Patriots are trying to be the 1 seed overall. They need that win. Obviously, the Ravens are 5-5. They need to beat the Jets. That's mandatory. Obviously, they're about in win mode in about almost every game that they play this far. Maybe one game they can give up, but overall, they need to win. Seahawks are 7-3, playing the 1-9 Titans. Seahawks have a chance to get back on track again, beating the Titans. Okay, the Packers are 6-3-1, going against the Vikings. This is a big game at 1 p.m. right here on Fox. Big game. I can't wait for that one. Lions are 6-4, going against them Giants. Okay, this is going to be fun too. Okay, the Lions need that win after losing. Okay, the Cardinals are 3-7. The Jaguars are 6-4. That's another game coming on. The Jaguars are trying to get back on track. After they're on a roll right now. Okay, they're trying to get a big win against them the Cardinals and beat them. 405. This is a one where Shador is playing playing against the Raiders. Pretty excited to see how he looks. Pretty excited to see how the offense looks. Hopefully, things get better offensively. And the Raiders did struggle, so hopefully they do some things better. Geno Smith got to stop turning the ball over. And if they do that, they'll be fine. The Falcons are 3-7 going against the Saints, who are 2-8. And then a big game, big rivalry game. Eagles 8-2 versus the 4-5-1 Cowboys. The Eagles are trying to get the win, go 9-2. While the Cowboys are trying to get to 5-5-1, try to compete and get to the playoffs, sneak into the playoffs. That's the goal. This game will be fun at 4:25 on Fox. Another big game on NBC/Peacock is going to be the Rams, who's 8-2, versus the Buccaneers, who is 6-4. This big game right here for both teams. The Buccaneers are trying to find a way to still win the division. Most likely, they will win the NFC South. Most likely, but they still got the Panthers on their heels, who is also 6-5. Okay, but the Rams, they're trying to get number one seeding, not just in their division, but also in the NFC as a whole. They're trying to get the number one seed. The Panthers versus 49ers on ESPN Monday Night Football. This one's going to be fun too, guys. Okay, this one's going to be real entertaining and fun now. Okay, 7-4 versus 6-5. Okay, the 49ers are trying to win this game, win their division, also try to get a real high seed. And the Panthers are trying to win their division against the Buccaneers and make that playoffs. Make the playoffs as well. This is a big one for both teams. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see both quarterbacks play. Excited to see the offense and defenses play as well. Welcome back to the channel, though. This season has been fun so far. College football and basketball, college football and college basketball has been fun. The NBA, the NFL, different sports have been fun, man. Can't wait to talk about different things again. Back at it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And I appreciate y'all, man. Peace.